Hello there, welcome back to the Ogre, the old Git Reacts, Reviews and Off Times Reminiscences. I bet one or two of you just want to, at this very moment, drop down into some hole in the ground, in total darkness, to be confronted with charnel remains and a sense you're not alone, and a feeling of dread that that hole and those tunnels you now find yourself in, you're never going to get out of. Certainly not alive. Let's go there, shall we? Masters of Merc we have here with Impetuous Ritual. They never disappoint when it comes to that sort of sense of being confined and sort of compressed, and a hint of grime and dirt about them as well. And it is, going back to my opening remarks, it's a bit like being stuck down in the labyrinth with the Minotaur. However, there's not just one Minotaur, and those Minotaurs haven't got the sort of teeth for chewing on the cud. These have got fangs and are seeking not just to stampede you and trample you, but also rip you to shreds. So yes, let's have our ears ripped off a bit more, shall we? So this lot play sort of music that hints at barbarism and all sorts of unpleasantness, but most of all, for me, they do bring out the sense of you being deep underground and perhaps in a sense of peril. Many moons ago, I was a coal miner. I used to work on the coalface, and one day I was working in the pack, which is where you build or make supports, build supports in order to support the strata to prevent the rapid floor lift or compression of the rings that held the roof up. Kept the tunnel open, basically, in layman's terms. But I got battered by a partial collapse before we got a chance to support it, and it felt like a tank was running over me, but in reality it wasn't an awful lot of rock. This lot feel like it's more than tank. It's like a battleship's landed on you. And let me tell you, at times when things went wrong down the pit, there were pieces of rock the size of double-decker buses coming out of the roof, which was scary. Anyway, I digress. So, going back to my coal mining experiences, it's like now that solo there. So you're in the murk, you're in the dark, can't see a blooming thing, and some fool, some foolish person smoking naked flames and batteries and all sorts of things were banned down coal mines for the danger of lighting methane gas up and causing an explosion. So imagine now I haven't been buried by rock, but some tosseur has took his fags down because he's a nicotine addict and can't resist having a crafty fag somewhere. So he's gotten away a bit, hidden in some dark recess and sparked up, and boom, that methane fire flashes throughout the mine. That's that lead section just there for you. Yeah. So there you go. Let's keep the theme open, shall we? Imagine now, some of you, many of you even, may have seen images of when coal miners come out of a colliery or mine, and they are covered in coal dust. That's the feeling you get listening to Impetuous Ritual. You feel like you're covered in grime, not necessarily filth, but certainly grime, and you do need to go and take a shower to become clean again after listening to this lot. Glorious stuff. And you know, I could go on about brutal and this, that and the other and all that sort of malarkey, but you don't need me to tell you that when you've listened to that. But suffice to say, when it comes to that sort of theme of music, these do it just as good as anybody else, if not better. Anyway, clicky bollocks. Catch you next time. Cheerio.